Sound Production. Sound Production. Sound Production.
Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy Sirius. Welcome to tonight's stream. It's been almost a week since I've done a stream, actually. I've been very busy, handling some responsibilities as a responsible adult and also getting these gains, because health is wealth. You got to look after yourself. Because the two things you can't get back is time and your health. So I had to put some things aside, unfortunately, my channel for a bit in order to improve my personal well-being. But now I'm here, ready to go, and I just want to talk about some current events that I believe needs to be mentioned. Yes, it revolves around male issues. Okay. Nothing crazy, nothing out of control. Okay. This is going to be something that we're going to stay on topic for. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that I'm back. I'm glad that I'm able to talk these topics with the Brudas because you already know I got to bite my tongue half the time dealing with a bunch of NPCs out there. So let's go ahead and see who's in the chat. Who's in here? Okay, I see Spider. What's going on? Humble Rise was good. Peace, love, and harmony, and Jesus and stuff. Yes, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Gatekeeper says, Puniti gentleman in Sirius, and by the way, I already ate pizza with mushrooms. Mushrooms are gross, but hey, everybody got their own taste. You know, can't judge you too hard. I'll judge you a little bit. But Alex King, he says, evening Yeetus, evening gentlemen. Go Shura, what's going on? Real name's not given, what's good? Papa Cotton says circus events. Pretty much. It's pretty much gonna be circus events. Sergeant Grinch was good. He says, peace, Sir Yeetus. Peace right back at you. I see Moon. Moon was here a bit ago. What's going on, Moon? Cuban Speed, where he's working the graveyard shift. Hey, man, get that money. Go ahead and get those shekels so you're able to, you know, invest in something that is worth your time, you know, not these 304s that are walking about. Don't know how to pronounce your name, but hey, what's going on, man? Dax the dog, of course, he's gonna be here. And on top of that, D-Man 50, hell yeah. Welcome, bro. You're the MVP of the Warband right now, handing out memberships left and right. It's crazy. Super Turbo Death Shark says, good evening, folks. Yes, it's a good evening indeed. And hopefully you guys enjoyed on the Chronic stream earlier. I thought it was pretty good, very informative. Stone says, welcome, Warband. Did I miss anybody? Final was good. What's going on? Oh, there goes Moon. Hey, what's going on? Did I miss anybody else? I don't think I did. I don't think. Oh, Phil Rabbit, he says, yo, yeet. And last one, Ryu Hayabusa says, sup, Yeetus. When are you playing Ninja Gaiden again? Honestly, I plan on doing it tomorrow morning. I was going to do it today, but I'm like, nah. Everybody's trying to chill, ain't trying to shove video games in their face. You know, you already have Chaz and Gray give you guys great gaming content. So let me just wait until, you know, tomorrow morning to give you guys some good shit. So I got more plans as well. I might do 2 streams tomorrow. All right. Do. All right, I pretty much got everybody. So before we begin, I'm going to be doing my first show of the night. If you want to support your boy Sir Yeetus, there's a link on top of the chat, Cash App / Sir Yeetus, or you can super chat, or if you want, you can become a member of the channel. Any type of donation is appreciated if you feel I am worthy of your investment. Thank you very much. All right, let's go ahead and start with the first one, which I thought was crazy. I thought this was insane in my opinion. All right. Hopefully we ain't gonna get no boomer moment. All right. Okay, you guys see it? Yeah, I can see it. Never mind. So this is the first topic that I thought it was like, okay, I'm not even fucking surprised. So the rapper Flo Rida, he was relevant like 10 years ago, but he has to pay $500,000 a year plus other fees for his one child. $500,000 a year. Think about that, chat. What child needs $500,000 a year? See what I mean? The family courts, the divorce courts, hell, the system in general is not your friend, gentlemen. It's not your friend. They are doing their best to try to legally extort you. That's why they're so mad about men being aware of the system and or walk away from that said system. That's when they become enraged, because if you don't sign any legal documents, then they don't really, it'll be very difficult for them to legally extort you at that point. So that's why these single moms and these middle-aged women and pretty much the government gets so pissed off when men are like, yeah, I don't want to get married or have kids. Hell, I don't even want to cohabitate. I want to live by myself. I want to do my own thing. How dare you decide to practice autonomy? You piece of trash. Get back into the plantation. It's out of control. And guess what? The very same woman tried to extort another man. But that's another story. That's another story. Let's go ahead and read. Let's read what's up in here. We'll do the summary first. Flo Rida was taken to family court by Alexis Adams, his ex-girlfriend, and the mother to his son. So that's even crazier. He wasn't even taking her seriously, right? She is nothing but a baby mama to her. I mean, baby mama to him. He didn't put on a ring, no nothing. No nothing. He had no plans to become a father. But of course, the woman, she sees it as a come up. Do you really think she would have kept the baby if Flo Rida was just some average dude? I highly doubt that. Her son is a cash cow, and we all know this. The rapper agreed to support, I'm pretty sure Zohar, which is the disabled son, which could cost him nearly $500,000 a year in child support. Once again, what child needs 500 fucking grand a year? That is insane. Because we all know that child support ain't for the child. Let's keep it 100. The child support is not for the child. Maybe 0.000001% of it, sure. She's going to take the child to McDonald's or something. But literally the entire income the mom will use for herself and for her lifestyle. The Good Feelings rapper covered his head with a hat, mask, and folder as he ran to the waiting vet, I'm assuming after the trial. Hell, who wouldn't be hiding their face in shame when they got finessed, when they got, they pretty much got fucked by the courts? Who wouldn't be ashamed? And it's not just that. $500,000 a year to support one child? Come on. All right, let's see if we can read this. And we already know that they're going to try to paint Flo Rida as the bad guy and all that shit. But a dressed down incognito Flo Rida agreed to a massive child support package for his son during the family court hearing in New York City on Thursday. A combination of monthly and annual payments that could set him back $500,000 a year. Under the agreement with his ex-girlfriend, Alexis Adams, the Good Feeling rapper. Hey, he has more songs than Good Feeling. Stop that shit. Anyway, was told to pay $14,000 a month in support and $2,212 a month in health insurance for Zohar Dillard, his 6-year-old disabled son who was recently seriously injured in a 5-story fall. We'll get to that in a bit. He was also ordered to set up a $300,000 escrow account for Zohar needs. What is an escrow account? The fuck is that? Hold up. I don't have kids, so I don't even know. What is that? So by mortgage to pay property related expenses. The money portion of your what? It's basically like having a forced savings account for your taxes and insurance bills. That way you won't have to worry about forgetting to budget those expenses. Okay. So pretty much putting money aside for mortgage and insurance bills? Whatever. Anyway, the account must be replenished annually, each September. Topping the package is one-time $188,000 payment that the rapper was told to wire to Adams immediately to compensate her for outstanding expenses, including Zohar's school costs. What what school? What school is this kid going to that he has to pay all that money for? Like, why? What, is your child too good for public school? I'm pretty sure nobody will know that the child is the son of Flo Rida. But let's go ahead and continue. Flo Rida, whose name is Tremar Dillard, was bling free on Tuesday as he tried to escape notice in the sprawling courthouse. Or maybe he just didn't want to wear jewelry. Who knows? Why are they okay? The multimillionaire wore a bulky olive Balenciaga, which I don't know why he's wearing that. You know, that's pretty much a predator company, but whatever. That retails for $2,950. Slim fitting black jeans and nondescript black sneakers. See, you guys notice how they're picking him apart just to show that he has money, and why the girlfriend, not even wife, girlfriend, is justified in getting 500 grand a month plus more. Yes, gotta love the media. All right, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, stupid. She is grateful to the court, and that is over. Her attorney, blah 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 blah. So she is grateful to the court, and that is over. The ex-girlfriend. No, let's translate that womanese. She's grateful to the court, and she's paid. Not that's over. She's paid, and she's gonna be having a 1% type of income for years to come. Getting 500 grand a month, literally doing nothing. Whatever. Whatever. Either we're going to trial or we're reaching an agreement. I don't want to talk anymore. Blah blah. You want war? I'm ready for war. Flo Rida's lawyer shout back. I'm waiting for a number from you. Okay, now they're just trying to come on, bro. Adams had alleged that the rapper failed for years to abide by a 2018 support order requiring $9,000 a month plus medical and school costs for the child, over whom she has full custody. If you have full custody, why and you're strong and independent, why can't you just pay for the shit yourself? If he doesn't even have split custody, like, come on. Are you serious? See, chat, this is a stern warning on wrap it up. Wrap it up, please. Because I know you will probably not make as much money as Flo Rida did, but you will still be caught in a similar situation if you get some random 304 pregnant. Because once again, we already know, chat, women, they love opportunistically. Okay, men and women, they love differently. Men love idealistically, women love opportunistically. As long as you meet her prerequisites, as long as you check off her boxes, that's how long she's willing to stay around. And that's even worse, because who knows if she's with you for you or the money. But we already know, we're well aware that all women are around for the resources. All of them. But what about the women that's with the poor guy? What about the women that's with the guy that's a blue collar, blah, blah, blah? I guarantee you, if Chris Evans approached a woman that was dating a guy that worked a blue collar job, she'd be out just like that. she'll be out of there instantly. The war was lost before he can even fight. If her boyfriend or husband was like a garbage man or worked in the mines or did construction, and somebody like Robert Downey Jr. come out of nowhere like, hey girl, you want to hang out on my mega yacht? It's over. That's what I mean by women love opportunistically. As soon as they see something better than the deal that they have currently, they're going to go to the next best deal. And we all know this. This is why you need to be very careful around here. Very careful. Because like I said before, chat, I don't plan on creating any type of family or whatever in the West. Hell no. Any sane man that has some type of dignity, self-respect, and values, he will not agree to this atrocious deal that the gynocentric system has put upon men. They will not agree to this shit. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me see what you guys got to say. Trogue says, I paid $20K to the ex. She bought leather couches, still had to buy my son clothes when he came over. Yo, and that's the fucked up part. Like, there's literally nothing you can do about it per se. Because unless she does something atrocious to the point where the courts have no choice but to give the child to you, majority of bad behavior that your ex displays will not be grounds for her to lose custody. And that's the unfortunate reality that men have to deal with in the West. Yes, G Smith Studio, $500K a year for one child. One child. What could the child possibly need with $500,000 a year? So this child support, the money that is being given to this woman, the ex-girlfriend, she is going to be in the top 1% of the income bracket. Because we know damn well $500K is not going to be spent all on that one child. Let's be real. And you have to avoid the situation, in my opinion, if you don't want that unwanted drama in your life, aka being legally extorted like this. And I hate the excuse, but Florida, he's a millionaire. He's able to afford this. Why are you comparing issues with a millionaire when you're not a millionaire? I can still be legally extorted in this similar fashion. He's just in a different income bracket. It doesn't disapprove what I'm saying at all. This is fucked up. I don't care if the dude's a billionaire. I don't care if he's working at McDonald's. What child needs $500K a year? I don't get it. Super Turbo Dextrar says, I know a woman who had a man paying her support for 2 years until she left the kids with him and moved half the country away. Children equals money claim tickets to 304s. Yes. Yes. I don't care what kind of excuse that modern women want to play. We teach you this countless times, gentlemen. I know a lot of you men that had experience dealing with women for a long time. You already know. But I'm talking to the young men. Don't listen to a word what she says. Watch her actions. I repeat, do not listen to a word. Don't take what she says at face value. Watch how she behaves. Because unfortunately, that's that cognitive dissonance. It's like two different worlds. When she says one thing and she does another, it's completely separate. It's fucking weird, but that's women for you. So that's why, with my experience, and I'm sure the men in the chat will agree as well, she always does the opposite of what she says. Almost always. Cesspool says if child support is required, then it needs to be done by an EBT debit card. This way, all can't even say that expenditures can be tracked online and show exactly how the child's money is being spent. They made a fit about that because I think a couple of states approved. It was states or cities that approved that. And women threw a fucking fit, and we all know why they threw a fit. Hell, that Marxist TV show, The View, with those idiotic women, those four women on the table, they made a big deal about child support being transferred to some type of EBT card. I can find the video. I'll see if I can during the stream. They flipped the fuck out. I know I'm missing somebody. MiUX says Flo Rida just cashed out 87 million. I'm assuming that's because of the recent lawsuit that he was in. That's why the whore baby mama tugging on his Flo nuts. Yeah, pretty much. That's almost always happened. This is why it's going to be very interesting, and this is also why I say if you make it big, chat. If you make it big, I mean, if you are financially wealthy in the future, don't tell people your business. Don't tell people how much you make. Don't flaunt on social media, because you already know how it is at this point. 10, 20, 30 years from now, and it's been proven on countless occasions, there will be women coming back, women that you don't even remember, or women that you don't even like, you never seen her in your life, will do her darnest to get a slice of that pie 20, 30 years later. Because yes, unfortunately, we got to the point where even when you're enjoying the fruits of your labor, we got some old hags that are probably just straight up lying, or they are very bitter and scorned by you for some reason. And they will take you straight to civil court. They didn't go to the police. They don't get any type of documentation. They don't put on record. Just out of nowhere, they can make a big spectacle of how much you are a fucking demon. And then immediately, bam, you gotta pay hundreds of thousands of millions. That's the new, that's going to be the new norm. That's going to be the new norm. So if you guys actually become financially successful, keep that shit to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Nobody needs to know. Only you know how wealthy you are, and that's how it should be. Like I said, I don't believe money changes the person. I believe money amplifies who that person really is. So, for example, if that person was a simp before he had the money, he's going to be a mega fucking simp when he does have money. I don't believe the money changed the person itself. I believe money changes the people around him. What I mean by that is the people that you that are involved in your life, the people like friends and family or whoever it is, they will switch up on you. They will either act extra nice to get a slice of that pie, or they become completely envious and pray for your downfall. Another reason why I say you got to keep that shit to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Bam. G Smith Studio says money just remove the mask who that person is. Just like people getting drunk, same thing. Yeah, it's similar, but I wouldn't say it's the same thing. It's similar. Getting drunk, that's when somebody's in intrinsic thoughts or whatever, that's when it starts to get crazy, because when you're under the influence, you don't have the ability to think about what you say before you do it. Okay, that gate that's between your brain and mouth is open. So your true thoughts about a certain situation or a certain somebody, yeah, that'll come out. But when it comes to the money, it will just amplify who you already are. That's it. It'll amplify it. So if you truly know somebody per se, I'm not saying that you're going to know somebody 100%, but if you know this person for a good amount of time, and that person becomes a multimillionaire, just imagine that type of person, and then kick it into overdrive. So, for example, a simp is going to be a gigantic simp, and a playboy, a fuckboy, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be a gigantic fuckboy, and so on. Super Turbo Dexter says, when I get real wealth, no one is going to know a thing. Changes how people interact with you for sure. Yep. Like I said before, personally, I don't believe it's going to completely change the person that becomes wealthy. I believe it's going to change how people perceive you around you, your friends and family. They're either going to act extra nice or they're just going to pray for your downfall. There's no in between. There's no in between. Just like what Jay-Z said in one of his songs, more money, more problems. I repeat, more money, more problems. And yes, I definitely agree with Line and Big Talk. Keep your circle small. I only talk to at the most. What I mean by talk to, I mean actually have active friendships with 4 people. Yeah, I'll say 3 to 4 people. That's it. I don't need to be friends with everybody. Fuck that. That just invites more drama or more issues. Lee Pot says, old coworker of mine won $500K on the lottery. He was bled by his close family. He wasn't able to become anonymous when he won the money? Or did he have to show himself in order to get the money? Because I know the laws are different between each state. What I'm telling you, Chad, is if I, in the future, Jeff, if I become wealthy, I'm barely going to change a thing. Barely. I'm not going to get brand new name brand clothes. I'm not going to get supercars. I'm not going to get mega mansions. I'm cool being financially set for the rest of my life and living comfortable, pretty much. Yep. Just like I just said. Super Turbo Dexter says, At most, maybe I'll put a slightly bigger, tiny house on a nice plot of land somewhere remote. I care about freedom, not flaunting wealth. Makes you a target. Boom. Boom. You hit it right on the money. But let's see what else we're gonna talk about. Oh yeah, this dude. Hold up. I got y'all. If you know who this guy is, he's mainly famous for being in the Fast and Fury, not Fast and Fury, Fast and Furious franchise. Tyrese Gibson. And I laugh at him. I really do. I really do. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he said, and which is why I really have no pity and no remorse for Tyrese Gibson. None. Let's play this video. Yes, Lyden McTowell. He's a whole fucking circus.
I left the courtroom during my divorce trial, and I realized that it was never love. It was just a transaction. Wow. So we did a whole marriage and did the whole duration of a child and starting a family just to find out that it was all about money, status, transaction. Imagine me being the only actor in a relationship to then realize that I was in a relationship for 5 years with one of the best actors I've ever met in my life.
Give me 1 second, y'all. So, who did he divorce from? Okay. So, listen. See, this is why I call athletes, this is why I call celebrities, this is why I call musicians, actors, whatever it is. I call them stupid. I call you beyond stupid. Do you honestly believe at your status, your success, your money, you really think she wants to be with you for you? Tyrese, wait, hold up. Tyrese Gibson, you are 44 years old. 44 years old, and you still haven't figured it out. You still haven't figured it out yet. Really? So you didn't see none of your celebrity friends, none of your athlete friends getting dragged through divorce and family courts. And you thought to yourself, okay, let me go ahead and give it a shot. It doesn't seem that bad. And then you act all shocked and confused. Like we just explained in the last article, the more money you make, the more careful you have to be as a man, especially in 2023. You telling me you're 44 years old, Tyrese? Do you honestly think you believe in that fairy tale or that Disney happy ending bullshit? Really? Come on. And what made it worse is the girlfriend that you were recently with embarrassed you on live stream, embarrassed you, laughed in your face, and she stated this quote: "I was going after his friend," which she means Paul Walker, "but he died, so I settled for Tyrese Gibson instead." And she said it in front of a live audience while laughing in your face. You were just sitting there sulking and whipping like a little bitch. How dare you say that? See, honestly, I bet that Tyrese Gibson is going to get married again. I guarantee you he's going to get married again. Because like what Lionel MGTOW said, where you at? I'm going to read that first. All right, fam. You can never be rich, famous, athletic, or tall enough for today's modern woman. No, not at this point. So, if a woman in 2023 wants to approach you about a serious relationship, aka marriage, best believe it's not because of you. It's because of what you can do for her. Tyrese. But anyway, just like what Lionel MGTOW said, he has learned nothing, and I don't think he ever will. You know what's hilarious? I'm pretty sure Lionel MGTOW will agree that R&B, which is predominantly dominated by black men, is music for simps. It's literally simp music. Go back and listen to R&B 20, 30 years ago. That's literally simp music. Once again, I didn't know because shit, I was like, what? 7, 8? So I didn't give a fuck about all that. But now when you listen to everything, it's like, damn, they're really encouraging other men to be simps. So Tyrese Gibson used to be an R&B artist, R&B singer. So I'm not really too surprised about his behavior currently. How shocked he is. Like, oh, she's the greatest actress in the history of the world. She fooled me. I thought that we were going to love together forever. Tyrese Gibson, like we say to these delusional females out here in the Western world, I'm gonna say the same thing to you. You need to come back to reality and realize what it is. Gem Power, fast in the sip. It's almost like he has a type at this point. Emasculating women. Yes, he does. He really does. And that's a problem that a lot of men are pretty much going to have. And it's never going to go away. Because once again, it's pretty much ingrained in men, in a sense, to fall in love with a woman idealistically. I'm talking about gullible men. I'm talking about men that still believe in the fairy tales and the happy ending. They have this ideal of this woman that she is picture perfect. She is unicorns and rainbows, and she can't do no wrong. Until he gets stabbed in the back. Not, I would say figuratively and literally. And then they'll do a speech like Tyrese. She fooled me. Oh my God. I can't believe she would do this to me. Fucking idiot. DMan50, thank you for the shill. If you want to support your boy Sirius, that's the link right there. You'll see it on top of the chat. Cash App /Sirius. Or you can do super chats, or you can do or you can become a member. Any donation is appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Ryu says, as bad as Tyrese Gibson is, Jeff Bezos is far worse than him. You know what? I agree. I do believe that Jeff Bezos is way worse. Gatekeeper says, here's the trendy challenge. Ignore every attractive, hot, hyper femininity, ladylike, and beautiful women and girls. That'll be interesting. That'll be a social experiment. Sure. But see, that's a big thing. And that's another thing I want to talk about. We'll talk about it very soon. We'll talk about it very soon. Lionel MGTOW, when it comes to R&B, because we were talking about R&B earlier, he says, that's why I don't listen to any of that garbage. Yeah. I listen to none of that shit. None. Because it sounds just weakness. Just frail, fragile, emotional, putting women on a pedestal that doesn't even deserve it. Ugh. Death Shark says R&B is like a soundtrack. Yeah, it is. Let's keep going. Do. Oh damn, I'm missing a lot. Oh shit. I got a super chat, and it's from Humbly Rise. Thank you for the generous $20, man. I really do appreciate it. He says, just because $10 for your pocket, brother. Thank you. And I swear to God, YouTube, you're definitely being a pain in the ass. At this point, you're no different than the IRS. Talking about, oh, let me just take 50% now. Fuck off. But hey, Humbly Rise, I definitely appreciate that donation. No lie. Trog says, rich or not, men are lonely. She will leave Bezos. Just a matter of time. No social pressure to not be whole. See, and you know what? If we have time, I'll definitely talk about the Jeff Bezos situation, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Because now he is simping hard again for another woman. And I think it's a lot worse than his ex-wife. Gem Power, fucking giving YouTube money. YouTube fucking yeah, pretty much. That's why Cash App, in my opinion, if it's possible, right? Because it's only in the US. Cash App is the best possible way to donate. But regardless, if you use Super Chat or whatever, hey, I appreciate all the support whatsoever. So it's all good. Oh, I'll definitely tell you guys. I'll tell you what Jeff Bezos is doing. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. What's the next one I want to talk about? This one. This one is an interesting case. So, I don't know if you guys heard about this. No, this happened pretty recently. Wife says she beat husband to death with a hammer after he asked her to sign divorce papers. Let me see the comments. Let's see what you guys got to say about this before I read. From face value, what do you guys think about this? Random Gen Z bastard says, I mean, we live in a clown world. Yeah, fair enough. Line of MGTOW, point proven. Yeah, pretty much proved the point on why the husband wanted a divorce in the first place. Listen, we already know, chat. We already know. Men do not, okay, how you say? Men tend to not break up with their girl as much as women break up with the guy, because there has to be a good reason. 8 times out of 10. 8 times out of 10, there's a very good reason why the man's like, you know what? Fuck this. Because guess what? A man does not ask for much from women. Okay? Be fit. Don't be bitch, right? Be feminine. Be loyal. And give me some cheeks. I think that's the basic standard that all men have. It's not that hard. So if a man is say, you know what, I will initiate the divorce, you can automatically pinpoint that she is definitely the demon in that marriage. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. Spider says, can't sleep soundly at night with women like this. You can. You can't. You literally have. You have to imagine walking on eggshells throughout your own house that you paid for. In my opinion, that's worse than death. In my opinion, a lot of husbands out there, they're prisoners of their own marriage. And there's no denying that at all, because guess what? At least in the West, once a man marries a woman, she has the leverage. She has majority of the power. That's why those made up sayings talking about, oh, it's cheaper to keep her. Oh, happy wife, happy life is very common. And that phrase has been around for decades. Because that's literally what it is. In order to not have your life financially screwed, those were the terms that these sit men had to live by. And it's still going to this day. Gatekeeper says that poor man doesn't deserve to be brutally abused by his own abusive, narcissistic wife of his. I hope he's all right. Gatekeeper, he's dead. He's dead, Gatekeeper. See? Wife says she beat husband to death with hammer. So, yeah, he's gone. He's up there in the pearly clouds in the pearly gates. You know, he's probably chatted up with St. Peter right now. But let's go ahead and read this story. Let's see if we can get the details. All right. Police in Arlington, Texas says a woman accused of beating her husband to death with a hammer said she did it after being asked to sign divorce papers. Mai Tran, that's her name. What a poor choice of word. I guarantee you her parents did not anticipate what's happening in 2023. But let's keep going. Is being held without bond at the Tarrant County Jail on a charge of murder. She was the person who called 911, according to the arrest. I ain't saying that word. And police Facebook post. Officer says they responded on Wednesday at approximately 5:58 a.m. to the apartment complex in the 3200 block of Sweet Gum Trail. What an interesting name. The caller stated she was at a fence location to sign divorce paperwork for her husband. Arlington police arrived to discover an Asian female sitting near the apartment door during a protective suite of the apartment. Located a white male laying on the bed. The white male was pronounced deceased by EMS at approximately 06:15 hours. He appeared bloody with trauma to his head, officer said. Cops redacted the victim's name from the and said the medical examiner's office had to tell his next of kin what happened. They only identified him as a 45-year-old. I'm assuming it's the victim's brother or something. Speaking to officers through the detective, fluent in Vietnamese. So is she foreign? Is she foreign? She came from overseas? She based on what I'm reading right now, she probably is she a mail order bride? Did he go overseas and marry this Vietnamese woman and brought her back? That's a fatal mistake, my guy. Sucks that, you know, what happened to the husband. Don't get me wrong. But that's where you fucked up. I'm assuming that she did that out of rage because she did not want to go back to Vietnam. Passport bro's gone wrong. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish this interesting story. The suspect explained she had built up anger towards the victim due to their relationship status. Uh-oh. Is that resentment I hear? Uh-oh. That usually happens in marriage. The suspect stated at approximately 0400 hours, she retrieved the hammer from her vehicle. Upon retrieving the hammer, she went inside the apartment and debated killing the victim. After debating her head, she stated she struck the victim in the head with the hammer, estimating she struck the victim 6 to 7 times in his head. After the suspect did this, she called 911. The suspect stated she was fully aware of her actions and accepts responsibility for killing the victim. Authorities are still sorting out the timeline. The medical examiner's office will determine the time of death. Police spokesperson, this person. We do believe she arrived at the residence late Tuesday, May 23rd, but the specific time is not known as of now. So, the only reason why she had all this rage is I'm going to assume that this guy went over somewhere overseas in a foreign land, somewhere in the Asian area, Asian Pacific, decided to put a ring on this chick, bring her back in the US. The chick became straight up feminist, right? Because you already know feminist indoctrination is very easy in the United States. Probably irritated the husband so fucking bad to the point where he's like, you know what? Fuck this. Divorce. Sign the papers. And then she was like, oh, hell no, I ain't going back. And then she decided to do the deed. Huh. What's the moral of the story? If this dude did go overseas, did put a ring on this chick, don't bring her back to the West. I repeat, don't bring her back to the West. You do know women from overseas also abuse their own children or someone else's children, right? Especially abusing their own male partners. Yes, I do know that. I do. But once again, it depends on, see, this is why I say you have to be aware of a woman's nature, AWOL, right? All women are like that. But if you are planning on having any type of companionship, right, you don't even have to marry the chick. If you plan on having any type of companionship, you have to vet to the best of your ability. How is her family? Does she have anything in the past that you don't know about? Right? Look up social media, see if you can find anything of her or whatever. The culture of where she came from, the laws, what's her religion, and etc. I don't think this guy did a good job, in my opinion. And if she was decent overseas, we all know what happens to foreign women when you bring them back to the United States. They do a complete 180, right? Because like I said before, feminist indoctrination is very fucking easy for women to be brainwashed and how you say, do a quick bait and switch. Like I said before, men only initiate 20% of divorces. Men don't divorce. And more likely than not, they divorce for a very good reason. So I'm assuming this woman over time, especially living in the West, she definitely became a full-blown, you can't tell me what to do. Are you telling me to do dishes? You telling me to give you a glass of water? I ain't your slave. You got 2 hands, do yourself. Or I'm going out with my girls and you can't stop me. Or you can't tell me what to wear. This is my body, my choice. And that guy just got sick of it. I'm like, okay, fuck you then. Sign the divorce papers. And that's when that woman snapped. Boom. Let me see what you guys saying. Super Turbo Death Shark. In this case, it might not have mattered much. Crazy is going to be crazy wherever you put her. Nah, I wouldn't say she's crazy. unless she can prove that, unless a psychologist, psychiatrist, or whoever it is, if they can prove that she was crazy, then I'll see what you're saying, Super Turbo Death Shark. But she said, like, according to the article, she said that she was fully aware of her actions and she accepted full responsibility. So I would say this is just full on rage, full on bitterness, a scorned woman. Yes, I also agree with Cuban Speed. If you have children, install nanny cams. Yep. Yep. Hell, even if you, even if, how you say, even if you decide to get a babysitter or somebody look after your child, put the cameras everywhere. When they know that there's cameras everywhere, the people inside the house will think twice to do some dumb shit like abuse your kids. Spider says if she can't have them, no one can. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I will say that she definitely didn't want to go back and deal with the Vietnam nonsense because let's keep it real. The lifestyle between the United States and Vietnam is it's ungodly, right? Her going from the United States back to Vietnam is her pretty much being banished to the shadow realm. She will be nothing. No one will give a damn about her. Vietnamese money, their currency ain't shit compared to the rest of the world. So if she had to go back, she's fucked. She won't be able to live that current lifestyle anymore. I believe that's one of many reasons on why she flipped out. Humbly Rise, another donation. He says, Yeet, the shallow water swimming strags. Yeah, pretty much. And that's a big thing, especially when it comes to Sims. They always think that they can do no wrong. They always believe that women can do no wrong. They always want to talk about women's rights 24/7. But they never, ever, ever want to talk about women's wrongs. Sorry, I was texting somebody. Random Gen Z bastard says, Sirius, the Vietnamese currency is known as a dong. And I ain't kidding. That's what I remember it being. Yeah, because I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but their currency, their buying power is trash. Listen, if you make, I'm being generous here. Let's say if you can make a passive income of, let's be on the safe side, $40,000 a year. If you're able to make a passive income of $40,000 a year, you will live like a fucking king in Vietnam. That's how bad the currency in Vietnam is. You'll be part of the 1% in Vietnam, or close to it, if you are making 40 grand a year. Hold up, let me see if I can bring up some currency numbers. Hold up. Oh yeah, it is bad. So one Vietnamese dong, I'm saying that word, but one Vietnamese dong is equal to 0.000043 United States dollar. So let's say if you make at least 40 grand a year and you decide to live in Vietnam, you will live like a fucking king. But humbly rise. Thank you very much for your generous donation, man. Thank you. Let's see if there's anything else I wanna. Oh yeah, this guy. So here's where I have a big issue with these wannabe POAs and tough guys thinking they have all the fucking answers. Well, they clearly don't. And it's to the point where they truly do, like, it really gets to the point. I truly believe that these guys hate women. What I said before, the whole point of me talking about the red pill philosophy is pretty much make you guys aware of what is actually going on in society, right? But more importantly, what is happening to the average man or men in general, male issues. We're here to call out the hypocrisy and double standards and bullshit of the gynocentric system. We're not out here advocating violence. No. And the only time that I did say use violence is when you have to defend yourself. Because you already know there's a lot of women out here that get very bold on putting their hands on you, or worse, using some type of weapon. Okay, boom. If you have to defend yourself, do what you gotta do. But besides that, it's fucking ridiculous. This is what kicked off the MLD roast that's going on, right? Here, I'll let you guys listen to this for yourself. I want you guys to give me your opinion on this. He says, I'm at a point of not caring for them entirely. You just, hey, it's all good if you don't care. It's all good. But to actively talking about, oh yeah, you need to physically beat the fuck out of these bitches. You need to, put some physical harm on them to prove that you're masculine. Now you sound like a fucking guy that can't handle rejection whatsoever, and now you're on a vendetta to exact your revenge on all these women. You you sound like a boy that got bullied left and right in high school. I don't need to beat bitches left and right to get my point across. Oh, my bad, y'all. Let me go ahead and play this right quick. Let me know what you guys think about this.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think.
It is.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going.
You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
You got to endure. People are too.
You want to stick in the
People
relationship?
are just.
See, I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just.
For anyone
Situation.
that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay, here's-
Endure.
I'll tell
Would
you
they
what.
give up
I'll tell you what.
divorce?
It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people get married, they have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Jesus himself said in cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that
permissible.
divorce is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Or
children?
cheating, sorry. You think that cheating is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Sorry.
children, yes.
Absolutely
I think I'm not going to
Oh,
say
no,
this
divorce-
is worse.
divorce
I
is
mean,
worse.
Yeah. Let me keep it real with you guys, all right? And yeah, this podcast is pretty fucking trash, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I do believe if a woman was getting her ass whooped, I mean literally getting beat, yeah, that's a very good reason to get a divorce. Very good reason. Fuck all that. Yeah, I hear the arguments of, but Sir Eudice, she can lie about being abused. Like she will take, not be able to wear whatever she wants and do whatever she wants, and she will claim that that's abuse. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. But in this particular situation, she's talking about the husband is literally beating the fuck out of his wife. Hell yeah, divorce his ass. Hell yeah. I'm not saying that the woman does the same thing to a man, right? In fact, I really do believe that there is a lot of cases where abuse towards the husbands or towards men in general is widely undertoned, underwhelmed. Because once again, a lot of men don't want to admit that they're getting their ass whooped by the girlfriend and wife. But that's besides the point. This particular scenario, where the woman is literally getting stomped by her husband, I fully advocate for her to get the fuck away from that guy. Seriously. Fuck all that. Once again, who knows if she just, like, once again, there's plenty of reasons on why it gets to that point. But what I'm saying is, the husband is just beating the shit out of her just because. I'm sure you guys know what actual abuse is, right? And I'm talking about physical abuse. Inflicting harm, physical harm on somebody just because. There's literally no fucking reason. You just want to do it. If it does get to that point, yeah, hopefully she gets the fuck out and get a divorce. But this dude, MOD, you see, on the Chronic, he talked about him earlier. He had the audacity to say, just endure. All you people are just a bunch of pussies. How are you going to say endure getting your ass whooped? Really? Really? It's like me saying a man that's literally getting royally fucked by the system, aka divorce and family courts, and then the ex-wife is constantly raising the prices of alimony and child support. He's like, man, this is bullshit, man. This is fucked up. Oh my God. And then I come along, he's like, hey, just endure, okay? You're just being a pussy right now. Just endure that shit. Yeah, that sounds dumb, doesn't it? That's how dumb this MLD, what's his name, Modern Life Dating, that's how fucking stupid he sounds. And I'm talking about if the husband is actively whooping the wife's ass just because, yeah, get the fuck out of there. And there are men out there who are like that. I don't think there's that much men out there that does it, but there are men out there that do that. It's, once again, it's ultimately it's her choice, right? If she wants to stay with the abuser, and we all seen it happen over and over again, right? Where the woman, she literally walks into a room with a bloody nose and a black eye, right? And everybody in that room is like, hey, you need to leave that guy alone. You need to leave that guy, like fuck him. Like you need to get away from him. Then she turns around and does that bullshit. But I love him. All right, let her get her ass beat some more if that's what she wants. I understand there are women like that as well. There's some women you can't save. They are addicted to that bad boy. They're addicted to the drama. They're addicted to suspense. But if that woman actively chooses to fucking leave, oh yeah, I'm all for it. If she's getting stomped the fuck out like a UFC fighter. I could never, unless I'm actively defending myself towards a man or woman. If I'm actively defending myself, I don't go out of my way to beat somebody's ass. Just because you said something mean, just because you disagree with me, now I gotta fuck you up. That's some man-child shit. That's some abusive shit. Oh hell yeah. Okay. Let me it's just that at the end of the day, and once again, under Chronic, he explained with Hammerhand earlier, he was exposed of beating up a bunch of women in Japan. He was exposed. He punched a woman and literally hit another woman with a bottle because he got rejected. So this guy proclaimed to have all the fucking answers in the world about what red pill is and what this is and what that is, but behind the scenes, he's an entire fucking hypocrite. And we've seen it over and over. He's like, "Oh man, I don't want to traumatize women. I'm very nice to women, okay? I'm just here to spread the truth." But in his DMs, yeah, we need to beat this bitch because she ain't pretty enough. Yes, that's literally what he said. He wants to beat a woman because she ain't pretty enough. And I'm assuming this woman rejected him. He got all butthurt and decided to lash out in his private group chat. What a fucking pussy. Jesus Christ. Fuck this guy. And all the grifters along with it. There's probably way more grifters out there that I don't even know about. But the main ones, man, they make me fucking sick. Trying to act all hyper masculine, trying to act like they have all the answers. Taking full advantage of desperate young men trying to look for some guidance in this gynocentric system from these wannabe gurus. But turns out behind the scenes, they're pieces of shit. Fucking pathetic, bro. Ooh, I'm trying to be canceled. Nah, motherfucker. You literally told a woman that hypothetically, if she was getting her ass beat by her husband, like literally getting fucked up, she needs to endure? Fuck you. I know I have another hold up. Oh, I got a good story on that. I got the next story is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a great one. Oh yeah. Super Turbo Death Shark says they look at this fear like it's a MLM franchise. They're here to make money. That's all. Yeah, that's it. That's it. They're not here. And once again, it's only a matter of time before people show their true colors. It's only a matter of time. It's either that person was real to begin with, or they're putting up a facade like this motherfucker is, and eventually he can't keep up that mask anymore. In fact, he was on a podcast a few days ago, a different podcast, where he got very upset, very butthurt over this argument that he had with another woman on this on that podcast. He got to a heated debate with this woman. He couldn't handle the heat, and he just stormed the fuck out in the middle of the podcast. He just left. Oh, fuck this! I'm out of here. Ooh, how dare a woman argue with me? I should beat her up for it. That's probably what he was thinking in his fucking mind. Miss anything else? Super Turbo Jackshaw says, putting hands on your significant other is wrong, and that person getting hit should get the heck out. Equal rights and lefts, wrong is wrong. Yep. Completely agree. I don't care if it's man towards woman or woman towards man when it comes to abuse. If it gets to the point where your significant other is putting their hands on you, it's over. It's over. Because it's only going to escalate from there. It's going to escalate to the point where the woman will think that she can do whatever she wants, or the man is just going to fucking snap and go into primitive mode, go to caveman mode, and eliminate the threat. You guys know what I'm talking about. Where's the oh yeah. This one's a good one. So this has been going around recently. Let's go ahead and just watch this short clip right quick. So, chat. The background of the story is it was a 2-month-old daughter that passed away, right? And he's the one that paid for the funeral, paid for the tombstone, pretty much paid everything for the services of this 2-month-old daughter. Turns out, not that long after, he finds out that he's not the father of this child. So, out of complete anger, I'm sure he's beyond pissed off right now, as you can tell. I'm pretty sure, like he is on demon time right now. In retaliation, he decided to remove the tombstone that he bought. Was he in the right? Was he in the wrong? Or was the mother in the wrong? Let me see what you guys is let me see what you guys got to say. Let me see what you guys got to say. Random Gen Z bastard says, damn, that's somewhat fucked up. I see where you're coming from, Random Gen Z, but at the same time, do I really blame him for this action? I don't know. Because guess what? Once again, the fact that you thought the child was yours and you lost your child, and then you find out not that long after that the child wasn't yours, you might as well lose your child twice. First, you lost your child through death. Then you find out that that is not your child in the first place. So do I really blame him for being on demon time right now? Especially when he paid for everything in the first place? I can't blame him. I can't blame him. One Bone for Life says, not the father. I'll pull up the stone too. See, once again, hey, I'm not saying it's morally right or wrong. All I'm saying, I completely fucking understand. I understand. Imagine going through that type of hurt twice. First, the death of the child that you thought was yours. Then finding out the child wasn't yours in the first place. Final says, he right. Oh, shit. Random Gen Z bastard also says, I don't blame him. I just feel bad for him and the kid. Yeah. See, people want to. I've noticed on social media because this was spreading on social media. Everybody was quick to attack this guy. Like, oh, yeah, that's fucked up. Blah blah blah. You shouldn't do that. Blah blah blah. But nobody wants to put accountability on the mother that pretty much started this entire thing because of her lies and infidelity. Where's the accountability for her? Uh-oh. According to the gynocentric system we live in, we aren't allowed to put any type of accountability on women anymore. He says, I can't see your name, but he says, I don't blame him. Fair enough. Rusty Shackelford says, it's messed up, but I don't blame him. It's on the harlot though, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, all this could have been avoided if she would have told the truth. But she didn't tell the truth. She lied. She cheated and she lied. She pretty much did what one of the worst things a woman can do. If she put this man through pain twice. In my opinion, the man is pretty calm. The man is pretty calm right now. Moon says, in the right. See? Even Moon agrees. Gatekeeper says the mother should confess in front of her husband during giving birth giving birth before her child's death. See, you give a lot of leeway towards modern women and being honest about their bad behavior and decisions. I understand what you're saying, Gatekeeper, but man, good luck. Good luck having a woman being honest and willing to accept responsibility for something atrocious as this. Good luck. One Bone for Life says, get the real father to pay for the stone. Yeah. Find the actual baby daddy to pay for it. He has every right to take the tombstone and throw away the grave. I wouldn't say throw away the grave. Just get another tombstone. The grave can stay. Once again, the child is a child. All right, he ain't putting blame on the child. He's just doing this because, once again, a man doesn't want to spend his hard-earned resources on children that's not his. And if you do, you're a beta. Hobo says it's his tombstone. Fair enough. I agree. He paid for it. Gem Power says he did nothing wrong. Yep. Like I'm like literally, where is the like where is it? Where's the accountability for the woman? Shadow Whiskey says, I get his frustration, but doing that is disrespectful to the dead. I will say no. I will say no. What I mean by that, Shadow Whiskey, is the tombstone is optional. The tombstone is optional. Or yeah, the heading right there we see with the Minnie Mouse, that's optional. There's countless people buried with no headstone. I think it's headstone. Countless people that doesn't even have one. He left. He didn't do nothing to the grave. He just wanted to take back that he paid for a child he thought was his, but turns out it wasn't. And once again, 2 times he lost his child. Death and finding out that he wasn't a father. So I don't blame him going on demon time. I really don't. Gem Power said just taking back what's his. Ash Blackwood says can't blame him. Not ethical since it's still alive, and best to just leave her resting ground. he should put all his anger towards the lying. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. He knows he's not going to get any type of compensation for paying for a child that's his. He knows that he can't do anything to her without any type of consequences, aka jail. So, what is the closest thing that he can do with pretty much not getting in trouble, to my knowledge? To my knowledge, is taking back something that he paid for. G. Smith Studio says 100% fine for him to be on demon time. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. David Graham says sue for the money, leave the stone, or dig another hole. What do you mean by that? But yeah, he can sue for the money, but do you honestly think he's going to get the money from the mom? Doubt it. Doubt it. Rusty says Guy is definitely going to need years of therapy. Whoo, man. He, in my opinion, if I was in his shoes, it's going to be a very, very long time if I ever give an ounce of trust to a woman again. If I was in his shoes. Not only you knowingly slept with other men and got pregnant by another man and didn't say shit. Not only that you had me believe that this was a child, my baby. I mean, this baby's mine. Not only when the baby passed away 2 months later, you let me grieve for a baby that you knew it wasn't mine. Lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. So yeah, I definitely agree, Rusty. He's going to be needing therapy. Therapy, or at least a 40 proof. David said, just because it's fucked up don't mean he isn't right. Yeah. Yeah. Because once again, that's his hard-earned money that he paid for a child that thought it was his. Like I said before, men do not like or want to invest their resources on children that's not his. Jen Power, why women deserve nothing. Oh shit. It's getting crazy out here, gentlemen. It's definitely getting crazy out here. Cause it ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because like I said before, everybody has different limits. Everybody has different level of patience. I will literally have to pray to every deity in the sky to keep me as calm as possible if I was in that guy's shoes. And I'm sure you gentlemen could understand. In my opinion, he's being very reasonable right now. In my opinion, he's being very fucking reasonable. Because who knows? Because hypothetically, if I was in his shoes, man, oh man, I don't know. I would not know what, man. Somebody will have to get this work. That's the most simplest way I will have to say. Somebody has to get this work. Somebody is going to have to answer about the atrocities that occurred here. But this is why I say and you guys agree. I see all you guys in the chat. You guys agree as well. This is why mandatory paternity testing is so fucking important. And you guys also see why it is beyond difficult or pretty much downright illegal in France to get a paternity test. You know how you know why. Western women are loose as fuck. I'm talking in the general sense. They're loose as hell. I guarantee you, if there was mandatory testing right now, plenty of men will be freed from child support. Plenty of men will have the right to walk out and not come back. Because I couldn't. I couldn't. Why? Like, I'm telling you, man, this is why a woman will get instantly angry and defensive when men talk about mandatory paternity testing. Because this new technology is able to oust a woman as a 304. She can't hide it anymore. She can't just lie through her teeth anymore, right? They always want to say, it's not the 1950s. It's 2023. We live in a new age. Why are you always trying to go back to traditionalism? Okay, cool. If you don't want to go back to traditionalism, let's make mandatory paternity testing. Now you cannot hide if you're a 304 or not. You can't hide anymore. This technology will expose you. You will be completely financially cut off. You are not, how you say, entitled to my protection, to my security, to my resources. And that's what women fear. What I mean by women fear, I'm talking about cheating hoes fear. Because they want their cake and eat it too so bad. Alpha seed, beta need. Alpha fucks, beta bucks. That is their game plan in 2023. But if they make mandatory paternity testing a reality, oh, they'll be shaking their boots. And you know what? I see why they don't make paternity testing mandatory. Because if we have a surge of single mothers now, because the man is exonerated from giving any type of financial responsibility to the child or her, the government will be burdened giving out food stamps and welfare left and right. And the government can't keep up. Let's keep it real. They heavily rely on men being too gullible to get a paternity test. Because that shit became mandatory. The Section 8 and all this other crazy shit will be flooded with single mothers. Jen Power says they hate traditionalism when it applies to women, but they still want men to work and go fight in wars. Yeah, that's one of the big old double standards that modern women rely on. Still, after over 100 years of having the power to vote, they're still not required to sign up for the draft. You telling me this person who has no sense of accountability, no sense of responsibility, only do OnlyFans. If they do go to college, they're talking about astrology or Miss Sandra's talking points. You tell me this person has the same voting power as me? Nah. You need to sign up for that draft. And every time that talk comes up, because that talk came up a few times within the last 10 years, you see a bunch of posts on Twitter and shit talking about, I'm not a feminist anymore. I want to stay in the kitchen now. I don't want to go to war. Fucking hilarious, but sad. And model women have the audacity to say that they're still oppressed, that they're victims. No. That's that's where you get it wrong. There is no laws discriminating against women. There are no laws stating that there are things that men can do and women cannot do. We are equal across the board. I'm talking about, jobs. I'm talking about going to school. I'm talking about, all the other shit, right? The only thing that we're not equal in is divorce and family courts. And that we can definitely understand. Oh, and the justice system as a whole, we're definitely not equal, men and women. We're not. But everything else, when it comes to opportunities, there's nothing stopping women for having the same opportunities as men. And on top of that, model women still expect to be treated like ladies. What do I call that? I call that double dipping. What do you mean by that, Sir Judas? Not only they literally have the same opportunities as men, they still expect to have special treatment. Like they're the damsel in distress. They're the frail, weak sex. You need to treat me like a lady. So you want equality, but you don't want equality if it doesn't benefit you. Yeah. Model women are so oppressed. Yeah. Such victims. Yes, Gen Power. Hoflation is definitely real. What I mean by that is, hoflation is where men have to work, we'll have to say 30 times harder than their grandfathers to get women that are 100 times worse than the grandmothers. I repeat, hoflation is where the man has to work 30 times harder than their grandfathers to get women that are 100 times worse than the grandmothers. That's what hoflation is. Do. Oh yeah. Hold up. I'm gonna look up something right quick because you just reminded me. I don't like using this news source, but whatever. It's the closest one I can think of. All right. Can you guys see it? Yeah, of course you guys can see it. All right. So we're going to talk about Jeff Bezos since one of you guys brought it up. How sipping is out of control. And what I mean is when you get money, when you become wealthy, I don't think it completely changes you. I believe when you become wealthy as a man, it will amplify what you are right now. Okay? What you are right now currently is going to amplify by fucking 1,000, right? So if you were a simp before the money, you will be a goddamn king of simps when you become wealthy. So the title says, Jeff Bezos' $500 million yacht has a sculpture of Lauren Sanchez with a hidden reference to New Beginnings. Let's read this. The Amazon founder, 59. Hold up. The Amazon founder, 59, now has a wooden sculpture made in the likeness of his girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez, on the Pro. The sculpture can be seen on his $500 million yacht named Koru. The one the couple was spotted sailing around in the Spanish island Majorca on this past Monday. The Sanchez-inspired sculpture is wearing the symbol for Koru, which is Maori for loop and cord, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear it. So this is a sculpture right here. That's what the sculpture is. How can you top this? What simp can even top this at this point? How can you top this? And hold on, there's another thing. Hold up. So, supposedly, right? This is gossip. I can't really confirm it, but the woman that you see on the right, Lauren Sanchez, from what I'm reading, they are reportedly now engaged. What? Okay, hold up. Lauren Sanchez has 3 children of her own, 2 with her ex-husband, and the oldest with another ex. So she is a complete single mother. Okay. So this woman, that's a single mother with 2 different baby daddies, 3 kids of her own, and she is 53 years old. Jeff, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're one of the richest men on earth. And this is who you choose? This is who you choose. You can virtually pick out any woman you want. Hell, you can definitely, well, no, I don't think you can, but you can try your best to go the Leonardo DiCaprio route and have your pick of the litter. Some young honey, some hotties. You don't even have to go 20 years old. Fuck it. Since you like older women, go for the 25, 30-year-olds. You have all the money in the world to do it. But you go for a woman that's 53 years old, been with an ex, and she's divorced. She has an ex-husband and another ex she didn't marry. And she has 3 kids by these 2 different men. This is who you choose to engage. Why are you even engaging at this point? Did you even fucking learn from your last marriage? Of course not. Of course not. Okay, hold up. Because I want to hear this from the chat. So, chat. Jeff Bezos. Jeff freaking Bezos is worth $143 billion. Tell me, chat. I want to hear in the comments right now. What will you do when it comes, like, if you decide to, mingle and shit, decide to have a good time, right? Probably go to Dubai or go to Hawaii or whatever. If you want to interact with women or whatever, right? No string attached. You just want to, just whatever. Okay, a little fling. If you were worth $143 billion, would you honestly be messing with a 53-year-old divorcee single mother with 2 different baby daddies? On top of that, you will engage this woman. Would you do that if you had $143 billion? Garrett says should never have given these simps money. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Listen. Let's see if I can bring up. Let me see if I can bring up that one video. Hold on, I'll pause it real quick. What's the goddamn sound? All right, I'm gonna share this real quick. See, this is what I mean, chat. Is if you refuse to actually work on yourself as a man and you continue to be a simp, I don't feel bad for you whatsoever. Especially if you're a simp that's worth $143 billion. You choose to get engaged again, plan to marry again, even though you got divorced before. You want to get married again to a woman that was already divorced and is a single mother with two different men. I'm sure you guys remember this classic. Let me show you this real quick. This is Leonardo DiCaprio. He's worth Leonardo DiCaprio's net worth is minuscule compared to Jeff Bezos, right? Jeff Bezos at the time, he was worth over 200 billion. I'm pretty sure. Jeff Bezos, the man, he's top dog. He was the richest man on earth. But guess what? Money doesn't change you. Money just amplifies who you really are. Let's watch the video. Oh, and in context, the woman right there, that was Jeff Bezos' girlfriend at the time. The woman you see right here, that was Jeff Bezos' girlfriend. Let's watch. You see that look she's giving him? You see that look she's giving Leonardo DiCaprio? That man, Jeff Bezos, at the time was the richest man on earth. Richest man on earth. Yet this woman is completely ignoring the richest man in the world right in front of him. And was giving that submissive sexual look to Leonardo DiCaprio that didn't give a fuck about her because I'm pretty sure she was over 25. Everybody knows the Leo's rule about when you hit 25, it's game over. So he didn't really give a shit about her. But look at her. She was literally pleading to Leonardo DiCaprio to take me. She is pretty much rejecting the richest man on earth in his face for a Chad like Leonardo DiCaprio. That's all you need to know, Chad. Like I repeat before, my personal opinion is money will not change you. It will only amplify who you truly are. If you were a playboy, if you were a Giga Chad or whatever before the money, oh yeah, you're going to be bagging girls left and right when you become wealthy. But if you were a beta, a cuck boy, a simp, a mangina before the money, like Jeff Bezos, you will become the king of king simps will be dictator simp. You'll be the lord of all simps when you become wealthy, especially when you become the richest man on earth, like Jeff Bezos. That's just me. But the main point of this is to give you guys an update of the amount of simping that Jeff Bezos is doing. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let's see if they have anything else to say. Let me see. Let's share. Let's go back. There we go. I saw a comment. Give me 1 second. I know I saw a comment earlier. Give me 1 second. Bam. Coltimus Maximus says, Yeetus, did you know he was creeping on her when she was married? There's pics of it. I'm not even surprised, which further proves my point, gentlemen. Women love opportunistically, okay? Once they find a deal that is better than the current deal that she has, she will leave at the speed of light to get with that better deal. Right now, in my opinion, this 53-year-old divorcee single mother hag, she hit the peak. She is just waiting for that moment for Jeff Bezos to put the ring on her. And then bam, cha-ching, she won. And I'm sure everybody here can see that from a mile away. Besides Jeff Bezos. All right, let's see what else. The new year is also a great time to take a personal growth, renewal, rebirth, paying careful attention to each amount of your life, he wrote. The good and the bad, all of it. Celebrate and grow. No, you're just being a simp. Like, okay, I'm going to be real, Jeff Bezos. I don't think you deserve all that money. I really don't. Yeah, I'm sure you worked very hard for your company, and you played it very, very good, very strategically to make billions. But you decided to end up with a woman that pretty much looked like the Grinch. You ended up with a woman that pretty much looked like Thing 1 and Thing 2 from Cat in the Hat. Hell no. Everything about her face is fake. Everything about the tatas are fake. Everything's fake. Everything's fucking fake. Oh, God. It is the worst. We had so much fun last night celebrating with a crazy disco party with family. But the new year is also a great time to take stock and focus on personal growth. Yeah, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. She is literally, she's waiting to cash in. And she's hoping that you become the ultimate sucker again. And you get divorced again. I'm sorry, chat. This is the biggest simp shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh, God. Bezos and Sanchez, 53, went public with their relationship in 2019 after Bezos announced a divorce from his wife for 25 years, blah, blah. When Bezos turned 58, Sanchez wrote on Instagram that she wanted the world to see Bezos as she does. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Oh, you want the world to see that he's a sucker? He's a mega simp? He's a beta? Yeah, I can see that. They don't see the man who puts everything aside to help a sick friend, but my eyes do. They don't see the man who wakes up early every morning to make breakfast for the kids so they can laugh and talk about life and science and how to make the world a better place. My eyes do. They don't see the man who wants everyone to feel joy. Yeah, tell that to his employees, whose heart is immeasurable and whose ability to love is infinite. My eyes see this. Yeah. The ability to love is infinite means, yeah, he's a mega simp and a sucker. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, everything else is stupid. Oh, wait. This 53-year-old hag says, "Happy birthday to the man of my dreams, who light up my world with his laughter and kind heart. You have shown me that no great love is not bravely fought for. I am so grateful for the memories we have made and the adventures yet to come." Yeah, did you have that same type of conversation and admiration and affection for your ex-husband and your other ex that you both left even after they nutted in you and got you pregnant? Did you say that about those men as well? The ex-boyfriend and the ex-husband? And you had kids from both men? Is that the same type of language you said about them before you left them? Before you divorced them? Fuck out of here. Chat, I already know that there'll be people in the future be like, "Oh, you just being bitter, sir. You just don't believe in love. You don't believe that there could be a happy ending." Nah, I have a big thing that I am settled in, and that is reality. A 53-year-old woman who left both baby daddies, not just left, divorced one of them. All of a sudden, she's in love again. Once again, chat. When she says all this shit, let's be real. Especially if you are as wealthy as Jeff Bezos, you really think she's here for you? Especially at 53 years old. Especially when she pretty much said her wedding vows to her ex-husband and got pregnant by him. Hell, she didn't get married to her previous ex, right? Her ex-boyfriend still got pregnant by him. This is why learning a woman's past is beyond important, because it definitely spells out a prediction of the future. Old habits die hard. So what makes you think that she won't do it again? Not pregnant because she got no eggs. I'm talking about, what makes you think that she won't divorce Jeff Bezos again? But I don't feel bad for Jeff Bezos, right? He's a fucking idiot. He will never learn. Never have, never will. Somebody needs to confiscate his money and put it somewhere that it could be actually useful at this point. Says he's giving away $70-80 billion to some women that are money hungry. See, and that makes it so worse. Cultinus Maximus. Is it her baby daddy or her husband? You gotta specify. But the fact that one of them was worth $300 million, so that alone, I'm assuming she had around $150 million, probably a few houses as well, and properties and cars. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is fucked. Okay, so it was her husband. Oh shit. You guys cracked me up. But yeah, chat, it's been about 2 hours and I'm going to end it here. I had a good time. I had a great time with this stream. And once again, if you still want to support your boy, Cash App Sir Eutis, link on top of the chat. Or you can super chat, or you want to be a member. Any choice is great if you want to invest in this channel. This is crazy times, gentlemen, and I didn't even get to everything yet. But this is pretty much what's currently happening as when it comes to, marriage and modern women doing some dumb shit. So I am going to end it here. I will be back on to stream tomorrow morning, and it's going to be Ninja Gaiden, because I know you guys haven't seen that Ninja Gaiden game in a while, so definitely look out for that. Also, thank you for being very active in the chat as well. Made things a lot more interesting, and mainly I appreciate everybody that decided to donate today. Okay. And a couple of you guys actually had some good statements. I thought it was hilarious. One of them, I forgot who it was, but yeah, that was a good one. Oh shit, man, what a day! This is a great time to end it right here. Great time. But it is your boy Sir Eutis. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Also, hopefully you enjoyed the gems that I dropped on you tonight, or my rants, pretty much my rants. You guys get what I'm talking about. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.